Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Six God Highlight Reel. NBA free agency is right around the corner, but the Hunger Games have already started. Let's get it started by talking about the Anthony Davis trade request. So he asked for a trade out of New Orleans a few days ago, and I believe he had it done Monday morning around 8:30 or a little before 8:30, and obviously the Lakers are trying to pounce on that opportunity because they missed out on Paul George. They weren't willing to trade for him. They didn't know the condition of Kawhi Leonard wasn't willing to trade for him and give up assets. But they were waiting for this specific moment, and Anthony Davis is finally on the market, and every team is ready to make an offer to the New Orleans just to get him, whether it's a rental for a year and a half or whether it's the Lakers trying to get him long term. As of right now, Anthony Davis has only said that he wants to. Well, he hasn't specifically said it, but it looks like he's had talks with LeBron James over the summer, and that's the only place he's gonna sign long term. But there has been speculation that, or rumors that he might be interested in New York. Highly doubt that because they're pretty dysfunctional. Boston might seem like an option, but they can't trade for him until the summer because of the Kyrie Irving trade that happened the year before, and something within the CBA rules where they're not allowed to do that. So our hometown team, the Raptors, have also put in a trade offer offering Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby, Jonas Valanciunas, and DeLon Wright with the first round pick. Don't know how far that's going to get them, but if we can land AD, my God, are we going to have a hell of a season. Our depth is going to be gone, but I'm ready to go to war with AD and Kawhi Leonard on the same goddamn team against the Golden State Warriors. Even though that seems a little too good to be true, it looks like New Orleans isn't in any rush to get a trade done before the deadline. But it has been said that that the Lakers and New Orleans have ramped up their talks about trades for AD, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, they don't trade him within the conference, and they're willing to trade him across to the other conference, or even all the way up to Toronto, like Greg Popovich did with Kawhi Leonard. But overall, out of all the teams that can make a really good trade offer for AD, it's Boston for sure because they have Tatum on the block. I don't know if they're willing to give him up because they might want to, build a team around Kyrie Irving, Jason Tatum, and Anthony Davis. But I don't think New Orleans would be willing to do an offer without Tatum on the offer table. But they do have other pieces like Terry Rozier, Jaylen Brown, which they can offer, but nothing seems more appealing than Jason Tatum because he does look like a cornerstone piece. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And it looks like New Orleans has an auction sale going, so if we can't get AD, I would try and make a trade for maybe Nikola Mirotic because we need some three-point shooting because it's been inconsistent throughout the season. Drew Holiday, you can't have enough of those wing defenders, and he's one of the most, one of the better guards that can defend on the block. And seeing what he did to Dame Lillard last season during the playoffs was pretty impressive because he did lock him down. Like, Lillard did not have any good games at all whatsoever. And they basically took him out after the 2 games in Portland and came back home, swept them, and that's all she wrote. So if we can get Drew Holiday, he's on a pretty big contract, but, Lowry is kind of having his trouble, so I don't know what they would do. And Drew Holiday is a playoff performer, clearly. So I wouldn't mind him and Danny Green in the front court. Our defense would, improve drastically. Even though Lowry is a really good defender, he's really small in size, so yeah. What else is up? Oh yeah, just a little while ago, Porzingis said he doesn't like the way the New York franchise is heading, and with all the losing and the dysfunctionality within the past few seasons, even when Phil Jackson was there, and he didn't show up to Kristaps Porzingis didn't show up to an exit meeting, and he's been traded to the Dallas Mavericks. So Dallas fans, you guys must be happy because you got two pieces to build on for the next 10 years. My God. Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Somehow Maverick fans and Mavericks overall, they get lucky with these European players just wanting to get attracted or wanting to go to Dallas, and it's crazy. But if I was a Dallas Mavericks fan right now, I'd be really ecstatic. Um, Damn. And New York, obviously, got back in the trade. Well, this was the official trade. So you got Tim Hardaway Jr., Courtney Lee, and Kristaps Porzingis going to Dallas, and Dallas is sending back Dennis Smith Jr., DeAndre Jordan, and Wesley Matthews. Now, DeAndre Jordan and Wes Matthews are expiring contracts, which means they'll be off the books going into the summer, this coming off season. And I don't know why New York did this trade. The only logical explanation would be the fact that they actually really do think they have a chance in getting Kevin Durant and then luring another free agent into onto their team. But it's funny though because everyone is complaining about them not drafting Dennis Smith Jr. and getting Frank Ntilikina or whatever his name is. And now they just traded their franchise player to get Dennis Smith Jr. Hopefully it works out for both teams, but it's not looking too good for New York right now because they put they kind of put all their chips in hoping that Kevin Durant does sign with them in New York next season and this summer. And yeah, free agency is going crazy. I mean, we're a little less than a week, or maybe a week left, a week until the trade deadline. And I'm hoping the Raptors get some shooters if they can get their hands on AD. Oh my God, I'm so excited for that. Just hearing that is exciting to me, but it's going to be sad to part away from our pieces like Pascal Siakam, who's really improving drastically day by day. It's a possibility that he could make the All-Star reserves because that's all voted in by coaches, and obviously coaches keep their eyes on teams that are winning and players that have a huge impact on that winning. And he's been basically him and Danny Green have been the only consistent players in our lineup since the start of the season, because Kyle Lowry, Kawhi Leonard, Serge Ibaka, they've been all in and out of the lineup. Danny Green's been out 1 or 2 games, and Pascal Siakam, I think he got injured for one game, and that's about it. If it happens, it's good for both teams. I think New Orleans will have a lot of depth. And if we can get AD, obviously a lineup, just think about this, Raptor fans. A lineup of Kyle Lowry, Danny Green, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, and Serge Ibaka. Just think about our front court right there and the type of defense they're gonna play. Who's gonna even want to drive into the paint with Ibaka and Anthony Davis in there? And Kawhi Leonard, that, do we even have to say anything about that? Danny Green's been solid on defense. His 3-point shooting has honestly gotten a lot better. Well, he's been pretty consistent throughout the season, but as of recently, since the Memphis game, he's been shooting really well. When he went off for those 8 3-pointers and went off in that third quarter for 7 alone. Kyle Lowry, he's dealing with the chronic back issues. Hopefully he's better going into the playoffs because we really need him. The pressure isn't on him as much anymore because we have Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green there. And we have people that can make shots now. So he doesn't have to do a lot more than facilitating. If he plays the way if he plays the way he did at the beginning of the season into the playoffs, or in the playoffs, we're good. We're going to make it to the finals hands down. We just need his 3-point shooting to kind of go up, and his facilitating has been consistent whether he was, before and now. So, and yeah. I don't know how New York fans feel, to be honest. They were hoping Kristaps Porzingis would be the future, and they literally just dashed him over to Dallas, and pretty much just gave them their future. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that trade go through, and I heard about just seeing Luka and Kristaps Porzingis on the same team, probably not this season because they're gonna be very how do you say it? Well, they're gonna make sure that Porzingis is 100% before he comes back on the court. They did say that he would come back late February, probably at the end of February. But if I'm a Dallas fan, I'm keeping him out throughout the season and the summer and making sure he's 100% before I bring him back, because you do not want to mess that up at all. And Luka Doncic is doing his thing, and Harrison Barnes is there, um, and Tim Hardaway Jr. is gonna be a good piece for them. He's definitely an upgrade to Wes Matthews. Wes Matthews hasn't really been the same player since he had his Achilles tear in Portland during the playoffs. Um, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys thought about that trade between Dallas and New York. Let me know in the comment section down below. And those are all the trades that have, or all the trades and rumors that have been going on recently. If anything else comes up, we will let you know, most definitely. Um, but yeah, if you like the content, if you like what I talk about, if you want to hear more basketball, if you want to see any other type of videos, let me know down below. Like and subscribe to the channel. And hope you enjoyed this little segment we had. And yeah, till next time, peace!